Hi everybody, welcome back. I am in front of my wardrobe and it is now officially winter, so it is time for a winter capsule video. So I recently put up my autumn capsule review video and I did say in that one that I don't think my winter one is going to be too different to my autumn one. I have my autumn clothes here. It's this section of the wardrobe. I'm not sure if you can really kind of like see that too well. Trying to get the setup for my wardrobe is a little bit tricky, so hopefully you can kind of see the types of clothes that I'm going to be going through. So overall my winter capsule wardrobe is pretty similar to my autumn one. I have removed a couple of camisole tops, I've added in a couple of turtlenecks as well, a thicker, longer cardigan, so I've changed it up slightly to include some pieces that are going to keep me that bit warmer. But on the whole, most of the items are the same, so I'm going to go through every single item and I will put in some footage as well of me wearing the items. So starting with tops, I have two 3/4 length sleeved thin tops that were also in my autumn capsule wardrobe. This one is a leopard print one. I don't tend to wear much print, but when I do it will tend to be a leopard print. This one is nice for dressing down and also dressing up. This one I'm not sure I'm going to get too much use of at the moment now that we're kind of just into winter. I think this one will probably make more of an appearance at the end of winter as we're approaching spring. Similar thing with this one, which is again a 3/4 length thin top. This is in a heliotrope and autumn purple colour. This is from Knitwear. This is the only heliotrope piece of clothing that I have in my wardrobe, and it's a really interesting colour. It's a really lovely colour. It's like a mixture of like blue and purple, but a bit of warmth in there. So I have these two, and like I say, both of these two will probably make more of an appearance towards spring. Then I have three full length sleeved tops. Again, all three of these were in my autumn capsule wardrobe. Firstly, we have this green one, this boat neck dark olive green top from Knitwear. I really like this top. I love the colour. Greens are one of my best colours I think to wear, and as an autumn we get a lovely vast array of greens to wear, and this particular green, a dark olive green, I think is probably my favourite green to wear. Lovely for this time of the year, lovely for autumn, lovely for winter. It's got a little bit of a Christmas feel with it because it is that dark olive green, and I really love a boat neck as well. I think it's a really lovely flattering neckline on a lot of people. Slightly bit of romantic kind of feel with a boat neck as well, and it's nothing too sort of like low and scooped, which is going to make your chest area a little bit cold in the winter time. So there is that one. The next one is this camel tan brown colour. This is slightly thicker than the previous top. This one is from Uniqlo. Really do love this one. This one has a really cosy feel to it. The sleeves are quite long, so I can kind of try and wrap my fingers into the sleeves. Slightly oversized, relaxed fit, but without feeling too oversized, like it's slouchy and sloppy. It's a very cosy top. I really do like this one. I get a lot of use out of this one. And this one is especially nice for winter because it is that little bit thicker than some of the other tops that I've included. And then another Knitwear piece. This one is fairly new in my wardrobe, but I've worn it quite a bit since getting it. This was also in my autumn capsule wardrobe. This is a thin top, but it's kind of like a base layer. It's a really great layering piece for thicker tops over the top or cardigans, jumpers. So a really versatile piece, but lovely on its own if the temperatures get a little bit warmer. So possibly again towards sort of the spring tail end of winter. Nice high neck as well, so again good for keeping you warm. And what I particularly love about this is the colour. This is such a beautiful autumnal colour. I think Knitwear call this dark ginger. Love it, like a burnt orange, very stereotypical autumn colour. Super soft, very comfortable. I am likely in the future to get this top in some other colours because it's such a versatile, great piece of clothing to have in your wardrobe. So those are all tops. Next on to jumpers, and the first one is the one that I have on at the moment. This is a thin knit light camel jumper from Uniqlo. This has a fairly sort of like high neck, so it's nice for keeping my chest area warm. It's thin enough that I can wear cardigans on over the top, and I can also layer camisoles underneath if I want to, and also thermal layers, which is especially important as we move further into winter. I get a lot of use out of this one because it's nice to go with skirts for a bit more of like a dressy, romantic kind of look, but also jeans I can wear this with, and it pairs really nicely with a couple of the other trousers that I've got coming up in a moment as well. So really versatile piece, great for my winter wardrobe, and it's something that I wear a heck of a lot this time of year. This is one of the tops that I kind of go to a lot. This one is on rotation quite a lot at the moment in my wardrobe. And then I have 3 fine knit, thin knit turtleneck jumpers from Uniqlo. They're all exactly the same, they're the exact item, but obviously in different colours. I don't have thicker jumpers in my autumn capsule wardrobe. These are as thick as I get until we go into cardigans. So, like I say, they're all exactly the same. The first one is this dark brown, this chocolate dark brown. This is an autumn's version of black. So if you're an autumn and you really miss black, a dark brown, much more flattering. And again, like black is, it's a very versatile colour to mix with a lot of your autumn colours within your wardrobe. And again, this is something that I wear a lot. This top and this top at the moment, I'm wearing a lot. I'm kind of rotating through both of these, and a turtleneck like this, a fine knit turtleneck jumper, is really part of my everyday uniform. It's something that I wear a lot. It's one of like my top 5 pieces within my wardrobe, I would say. So really handy for autumn because it gives you that bit of warmth, but as we get into winter I can layer a thermal layer underneath it, again not a turtleneck, a camisole underneath it, and I can layer it underneath a couple of the cardigans that I've got coming up as well. And this, I feel, just adds a little bit of like drama to an outfit. It adds a little bit of like tailoring, sharpness, a bit of like put togetherness within your outfits. But again, you can wear it dressed down as well. So with jeans, it would go quite nicely with this skirt for a really tonal bit of clothing as well. So again, a lovely bit of clothing in my wardrobe that I wear a lot. And then I recently bought it in 2 other colours as well, and I think I spoke about this in one of my recent wardrobe update videos. So firstly, a festive red, and red knitwear is in at the moment. I think it's quite a trendy bit of clothing. So lovely festive red. It's nice to get a bit of splash of colour at this time of year as well, because although I like to go for the darker colours at this time of year, sometimes it can feel a little bit too dark. So adding a splash of colour like this is a really nice way to kind of brighten up and liven up your outfit. So we'll probably be wearing this one a lot this month because I do celebrate Christmas, and red is obviously synonymous with Christmas. And then I also got it in this really interesting olive green with a bit of gold in there, a little bit of khaki. It's a really interesting colour, and I don't know if it really comes across that well on camera, but in person it's so beautiful. This is another great autumnal green. Again, it would go nice with the skirt, would go with the trousers that I've got coming up as well, and also feels a bit festive as well because it is green. I have a couple of cardigans. I've got 3 cardigans for my autumn capsule wardrobe. Starting off with the thinnest, the finest knit. This is the Suzanne Gaspard cardigan in a rust colour. Really beautiful, delicate bit of knitwear. I'll be honest, it does feel not itchy, but you can slightly sort of like feel the texture. So I like to lay this over the top of long sleeve tops. So for example, the Kettlewell one, layered underneath, you've got a really nice, very stereotypical autumn colour combination going on here with these burnt oranges and these rusts. But what's nice with this one as well is that you can wear it all the way done up. It does have buttons, but you can wear it slightly open, you can wear it completely open over the top underneath, or you could turn it around and wear it that way so the buttons are at the back. And rust is one of the 3 points of red for autumn, and it's my favourite 3 point of red because it's such a flattering, really earthy, grounded red. It's nothing too vibrant or intense or difficult to pair with other colours. I feel like this is such a versatile colour, and I think that this helps to kind of lift some of the other darker browns and greens within the capsule. Another cardigan that was in my autumn capsule wardrobe, this is a thicker, chunkier cream cardigan from Phase 8. This one I wear a lot. If I am cold, so later on if I find that I'm a little bit cold in this, I will go and chuck this on over the top. So it's something that I grab for most days, to be honest, and it's because of the chunkiness, it gives it kind of like a little bit of a cozy, toned down, relaxed feel. But again, pairing it with the skirts just helps kind of dress it up a little bit as well without feeling like too dressy or too over the top. So this really helps with kind of like grounding some outfits and making them feel a little bit more cozy and a little bit more relaxed. And again, great layering piece, can go over the top of all of the t-shirts, all of the fine knits as well, and it goes over the top of this one, so a really versatile piece. And then I have this, how long is this? Is it such, no, this is floor length, and I'm 5'7½", so this is quite a long cardigan, or a fairly long cardigan. This is a warm cream medium knit, I would say. This isn't a thick knit, it's also not a thin knit. This is a really long cardigan that I got a couple of years ago from River Island, and I bought this because I thought, well, this is going to be a great bit of clothing for winter to just chuck on over the top of an outfit if I'm getting a little bit cold. But actually, this can look really stylish, and I didn't think that it could. I thought it was too long, there's too much material. I thought it was just a purely practical piece of clothing, but actually this can look really nice dressed up. It's all about what you pair with it, obviously. Today, over the top of this, it's a very relaxed, very cozy, very like warm, snuggly outfit. But if I pair it over the top of a couple of the trousers that I've got coming up, and also my knitted dress as well, it looks a little bit dressy. So you can dress this up and you can also dress this down as well, and it is great for keeping me warm. So like I said about this cardigan, I put this over the top of outfits at the moment to keep me warm, but when it gets colder and maybe my legs need a bit more coverage, then I would go for the longer cardigan. And long cardigans as well, something like this is really great for accentuating your height, accentuating your vertical if you are into kibby. So where I'm still a bit confused as to what kibby image ID I have, regardless of which one I have, something like this is really good to kind of maintain that vertical. Okay, let's go on to bottoms then. I have 3 skirts. Firstly is this dark brown knitted wool skirt that I got from Glamorous, and Glamorous is a brand that I only kind of stumbled upon this year, and I've got 2 skirts from them and I absolutely love both of them. So this is the one that I bought most recently. I wanted a slightly darker neutral within my wardrobe to kind of pair with some of the lighter tops, because I like to go a little bit darker on the bottom rather than lighter. And this one is so comfortable. This, you probably can't see, this one comes down to like halfway down my calf, so it's a really good length, so really great length for this time of the year to keep me warm. And I can also wear some tights underneath this, or even thermal leggings to kind of help keep me that bit warmer as well. But an incredibly comfortable piece of clothing, great for slouching around the house, but it also makes it look like I have put in a bit more thought into my outfits as well. I feel like skirts and dresses definitely help with that, but really do love this one. I've worn this one so much since I bought it. And then the one that I had prior to that is this one. This was in my autumn capsule wardrobe. This is also by Glamorous. It's got a slightly smaller, not as wide waistband, which is elasticated by the way, which is great if you like to indulge at this time of the year with all the Christmas food. This one is in more, obviously as you can see, more of an orange camel colour, so a lighter neutral. So I feel like this one is slightly better for this time of year, because I like to wear darker colours this time of year. But this one I'm going to include in this capsule as well, just because I really love the skirt. These 2 items are really helping me become more of a skirt person. And then the third skirt is another kettlewell ruched elasticated waist, knee length kind of pencil skirt. So I did have one of these in a dark ginger colour, so the same sort of colour as that long sleeve top, in my autumn capsule wardrobe, but I didn't wear it once. So it might be a silly idea me putting this one in my winter one, but I'm going to try and wear this with tights. Now I'm not the biggest fan of tights, I find them quite uncomfortable, so I think this is probably going to be something that I will try to wear when I'm going out, because to be honest, around the house I'm not going to wear a skirt and tights. It's not really me. I'm going to instead prefer to wear a skirt like this. But this is lovely because it's so kind of figure accentuating. It's a really romantic bit of clothing. It's quite kind of like dressy, but you can ground it again, you know, with something like that chunky cardigan. But it's also at the same time incredibly comfortable, so it's not a piece of clothing that I'm thinking, oh god, the waistband is very tight, I'm having to like sit up properly in it. It's a very, very comfortable piece of clothing, but at the same time looks really nice. And this is my only bit, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my only bit of autumn navy in my wardrobe, because autumn navy is very difficult to come by. Navies typically are very, very close to black, and they're more often than not cool toned, whereas an autumn navy is slightly lighter than other navies and has some warmth in it. So it's a really beautiful colour, but I just need to put in some kind of mental note to wear this. Okay, trousers next. I have 2 pairs of trousers. Firstly is my new pair of high-waisted, flare-legged, dark wash jeans from Topshop. These are the Topshop Jamie Flare jeans. Really beautiful. I spoke about these in my recent wardrobe update video. So much more flattering on me than the other pair of jeans that I have. The darker wash is much better than the lighter wash that I've got on the other pair, and the flare bottoms really help to kind of balance out my hip and butt area. And again, jeans like this, because they've got the flare, I feel like they're easier to dress up than other pairs of jeans, maybe skinny jeans as well. But also, again, you can dress down, so again with the chunky cardigan or the long cardigan, and jeans are always going to be such a versatile piece of clothing in your wardrobe. My Abercrombie Sloane trousers in a dark chocolate brown are going to stay in my capsule wardrobe. They were in my autumn one, and they're going to stay in through to the winter one, because they're very beautiful, flattering, comfortable trousers. Again, really versatile, and they're a great neutral for this time of year as well. I prefer my neutrals to be slightly darker in comparison to, say, my neutrals in spring. And these also go really well with all of the tops that I've chosen. And my last pair of trousers are arguably my favourite pair. These are from, I always forget where these are from. So these are from Quiz, and I haven't shopped in Quiz for years, but the clothes that I've bought from Quiz in the past have been beautiful. Such beautiful pieces of clothing. These are high-waisted, slightly wide, dark olive trousers. So great for this time of year. It looks slightly festive in colour, and these are so incredibly flattering. Whenever I wear these, I always get compliments. I remember wearing these for training day at a previous job, and twice the person delivering the training came up to me and said, "I love those trousers, those are so nice." So these are like my little hidden gem in my wardrobe. They're not something I wear that often, but when I do, I really do love them. But the thing is, I should wear these more often as well, because they are really, really comfortable. They look like they shouldn't be comfortable, but they are. And these are great for a slightly dressier, more polished look at this time of the year. I'm including one dress. This is my very long, these go towards my ankle, this knitted dark brown dress with a side slit from Abercrombie. This again was a fairly recent purchase, only in the last month or two. Lovely dark brown colour, great neutral again for this time of year. Now on its own, obviously it is not appropriate for winter because it just has thick straps and I would get very, very cold. However, I can layer the dark brown turtleneck over the top, the cardigans. I can layer a thermal underneath this as well, and then top it with the cardigans, for example. So on its own, not very practical at this time of year, but it's a great layering piece for other items within the capsule. Looks lovely as well with the long cardigan over the top as well. That looks like a really dressy bit of clothing, but also cosy at the same time. Okay, we're on to coats now, and then accessories. This is a fairly new padded puffer jacket with a hood, detachable hood, from M&S. This is a really practical bit of clothing. This, I don't care whether I look good in this or not. This is purely just to keep me warm when I go out for walks at this time of year, and it does a great job. And also the sleeves, no, not the sleeves, sorry, the pockets are fleecy inside, so I would wear gloves with this anyway, but it's nice that you have that extra bit of warmth with the fluffiness inside the pockets. But yeah, again, a great neutral for this time of year, another dark brown bit of clothing within my wardrobe, and a really great practical, useful bit of clothing. But if I want something that looks a lot nicer and something that is also a lot longer as well, this is my wool coat from COS. This is a slightly oversized look. It has a tie belt, and now that we are in winter, and also over the past few weeks as well because the weather's gotten colder, whenever I've gone out I have actually worn this one, so I'm starting to wear this on a lot more frequently now. This one is great for quite a natural look, but because of the tie waist you can really sort of like cinch it in as well to make it look a little bit more sculpted, and is great for keeping me warm. I was kind of like umming and ahhing over whether to buy this coat last year because I think it was around about 170, 160, which is quite a lot of money. But I'm very glad that I bought it because I think it is a lovely bit of clothing, and a coat like this, it's not something that I'm going to be buying or replacing every single year. This is something to stay in my wardrobe for years to come. So that's all the clothes. Let's do accessories, and let's stick with this coat because this scarf is here with it. This is my cashmere scarf from the White Company, I think. This was a Christmas present a few years ago, and at this time of the year this is the only scarf that I will wear. It's in a great oatmeal, like a warm oatmeal kind of colour. So yeah, it looks lovely with the coat, looks really nice with the puffer as well, and it's nice to layer up a few times as well, and this keeps me very, very warm at this time of year. And in the pockets I keep the matching cashmere gloves to go with it, and these are vital at this time of the year. Whenever I leave the house I put these on straight away, because if I don't, within a couple of minutes of me being outside and not wearing any gloves, my hands will be absolutely freezing. So cannot live without these two bits of accessories at this time of the year. They are so important. I'll also as well chuck on my beanie from Kettlewell. This is in another bit of navy actually. So I've got the skirt and the beanie in a navy. Lovely, lovely colour. I have asked for Christmas though for this one in like a chestnut colour, because I think it will go slightly better with the coat. But regardless, this is in my autumn colours, so it does suit me anyway. And this is merino wool, and it does a really great job of keeping my head and my ears warm. So again, another piece of accessories that I really just cannot leave the house without at this time of year. Other accessories possibly for when we get towards the spring end of winter is two other scarves. Firstly, this mustard one from Osprey. This was also in my autumn capsule wardrobe, as was this one, which is from Rock and Rose, I think. It's beautiful olive green, and then it's got some really warm gold orange detailing on it. So this green one is not a going outside scarf, this is for dressing up outfits inside. I'm going to keep in as well my two belts. First one is the Suzanne Taylor belt. This is a wider belt with some gold buckle detailing. It's a warm tan colour, great for the jeans, great for the Sloane trousers as well. But if I want something a little bit thinner, possibly something a little bit dressier and more polished and elevated, this is my Arquette belt, again with some gold detailing. It's one of those horsebit buckle belts. And then the only handbag I'm going to include in the capsule is my favourite, my Pelen Numero 10. I treated myself to this at the start of this year, I think, and it's the only bag that I have worn since. This is my go-to bag. I don't even think about it, I just grab this one. This one always has like my purse in it and probably a lip product, so I just grab this one whenever I leave the house. It doesn't matter for how long I'm out the house, where I'm going, who I'm with, it will be this handbag that I will pick. So although this was very expensive, I've definitely gotten my use out of it, and the cost per wear is continuing to go down, which is really quite exciting to see. So this is the only handbag that's going to be part of this capsule. And then shoes are going to stay the same as well. So firstly, the ankle boots that have this leopard print detailing and a big chunky heel. Very comfortable boots these are, and I love that they add a little bit of a statement to what could be quite a plain outfit. I'll also still include my UGG shoes as well. These aren't UGG boots, these are like lace-up trainer style boot hybrids. Fluffy all the way inside as well, so really lovely for keeping me warm, but these are definitely a dressed down bit of footwear. I've also got my black ankle boots. You guys have seen them lots of times before. I don't have them here with me because they're quite muddy, so they are actually outside the front door, but really, really versatile. Those are like my go-to bit of footwear at the moment. I have tried to find some brown ones, but I can't quite find the perfect pair for me, so I'm sticking with the black ones for now. And then I'm still going to include my Cala trainers with the mustard detailing. Not sure that I'm going to wear these too much at this time of the year. I think these will probably be another bit of, not clothing, but footwear that I wear towards the spring end of winter as we get less muddy, less wet, and the temperatures start to kind of rise a little bit. So if I've done the maths right, that's 33 bits of clothing, accessories, footwear in my winter capsule wardrobe. So I will do a similar thing that I've done with my previous capsule wardrobes. I will write down on Google Sheets all of the bottoms and then pair them with all of the tops, just to make sure that I'm wearing all of the different combinations, or as many of the different combinations as I possibly can. I will take some pictures as well, put some pictures up on my Instagram, and I'll also share those pictures with you in March time when it comes to doing my winter capsule wardrobe review video. So looking at the clothes here in my wardrobe, I feel like I've done a pretty good job of adhering to a dark autumn or a blue autumn colour palette for my winter wardrobe, because we've got lots of dark browns, dark greens, not too much in terms of like statement colours. We've got a little bit of red and then a little bit of like a dark ginger, I suppose. So my neutrals are darker at the moment, so tans and chestnuts, dark brown, bit of dark olive, and then a little bit of accent colours with a bit of gold and ochre, a bit of mustard, a bit of red, and a bit of that, like I say, that dark ginger colour. So thanks very much for watching, hope you liked it. If you haven't watched my autumn capsule review video, it's the one that I put up prior to this one. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon for the next one. Bye.